everyone! So today I'm going to be doing a review of book number 2 in the Perfectionist series by Sara Shepard. I believe it's only going to be 2 books in the series, which I think is a bit weird, and I'd prefer there be more books, but oh well. So this is called The Good Girls. It's by Sara Shepard, who is the same woman who wrote Pretty Little Liars and The Lying Games. And she's also written some other books. I haven't read those ones. I've read all of the Pretty Little Liars books though, and I love them. They're great. That series is completely finished though now, which is sad. But I started to read this series. So the first book is called The Perfectionists, and the second book is called The Good Girls. So I'll kind of give you a little summary of what happened in The Perfectionists. Basically, it's a story about a group of 5 girls, and they live in this perfect neighbourhood. Everything's amazing there, and then they're having a conversation in their film class about if they could kill someone, who they would kill, and they each name a person. And then one of these people dies, and it's after they've played a prank on him at a party using a drug called Oxy, and they've played this prank on him, and then someone else goes and finishes the job off and kills him. So they're immediately put into this as a murder investigation, and then other people, like another person in the neighbourhood, dies, and they're put as suspects in this multiple murder case. So the next book, this is the next book in the series, and it's really good, and it ties everything up at the end. Although I think they could do another book and make it a trilogy, but it's not my call. So I picked up this book as obviously I'd finished the Pretty Little Liars series, and I wanted to read some more books by Sara Shepard because I really love her as an author. And my friend had bought The Perfectionists in America before it came out over here, so she lent me her copy of The Perfectionists, and I read it in like a couple of nights. It was amazing. I loved it. And then again she went on holiday to America and picked up The Good Girls, and so she lent it to me, and I read it very quickly. I read it ages ago though. I don't know why I'm only just reviewing it now, because I read it like ages ago, but it's a great book, so I'm going to do my little review. So in this book, it carries on with this murder investigation. It carries on where they left off with the last one. So basically what happened at the very end of the last book, spoiler alert if you haven't read them, obviously if you're watching this review, you've probably read the first book, so yeah. But they thought that their teacher killed Nolan, who was the guy who died because they pranked him on Oxy, but he didn't die because of that. He died because of something else. He had cyanide in his system, I think. But they thought the teacher killed him because they thought he might have overheard their conversation. But it turned out that he died and they were in his house at the time when he died. So they were suspects in this murder investigation. And then in this book, all of the other people on the list of the people that they wanted to die started coming true. And so they don't know what on earth's going on, who knows about this list, why they're killing all these people, and they have to try and figure it out because one of the girls put down her kind of ex-best friend. She doesn't actually want her to die, she just kind of said it in like the heat of the moment, and she now feels very guilty about the whole situation, so definitely doesn't want her best friend to die. So they're trying to figure out who's killing all these people that they said they wanted dead, but they don't actually want them dead. Bit of a nightmare. So the kind of main themes of the book are probably like friendship, because they all work together. They're not girls that would normally, they weren't friends before this whole murder thing started, but they've kind of become really close because of all these people that are dying because they said that they wanted them to die. And then of like themes of murder, death, crime. It's really good. It's kind of like it's kind of like chick lit and crime novel in one. Really good. I really enjoyed it. And so when I read this book, I went into it expecting to enjoy it because I'd enjoyed the last one, and it was so much better than the last one. Like, when I got to the big reveal bit at the end, literally, like, I know it's really cliche, like the thing, my jaw dropped open, it literally did. I read it and I was like, oh my god, and I texted my friend like, oh my god, I can't believe it's that. Yeah. So the kind of way it's written is that each different chapter follows the point of view of a different girl, because they each have their like main storyline of trying to solve this murder, and they have little like subplots in their own lives, like what's going on. So that carries on from the first book. So one of the girls has dumped her boyfriend and going out with her boyfriend's brother, and she's kind of trying to decide between them because she's not sure which one she's actually into. It's trying to kind of going along that line of different little subplots, and so each chapter follows a different character. So this is, for example, chapter 5 is about Ava. And so it's really nice because you just get like a different view into each of the girls' different worlds. So I really like that. So I would definitely recommend this book. I think I gave it a 4.5 star, because I very rarely give 5-star reviews, but 4.5 star. Probably I highly recommend it. Definitely to teenage girls or girls in their 20s. Anyone who likes Pretty Little Liars, definitely read them. Or like murder, crime books, just give it a shot. It's really good, and it's not that long either. How many pages is it? Like 200, 300 pages? 300 pages. It doesn't take you that long to read, and it won't take you that long to read because you'll be like, oh my god, I need to carry on and find out who this is. So yeah, I'd really recommend this book. Really great. Storyline was fabulous. And the characters are really likeable, makes you want to like know more about them. And I really like Sara Shepard. I think her storylines are great, and she's just got a really good way of writing crime novels that like make you really want to know who this person is, like mysteries. Is really good. So yeah, highly recommend that. If you have any other books that you think I should read, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to get around to them. At the moment I'm reading The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, so I'll probably have a review up for that very soon. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!